welcome to MCSE TV. Now guys, this is a different type of video today. Today I'm going to be reflecting on my first year of university. Next Friday I finish first year at Derby University. I can't believe it, like it's flew in. I started in September, next week's May. Like honestly, it's been all them months, but it's gone so quickly. But yeah, it's crazy to say. I can't believe I'm sitting here now saying that I've nearly finished. Like, oh my days. I'm recording this video on a Thursday, by the way. So yeah, next week I'm finishing. So yeah, I just thought I'd do a sit down video, bit of a chatty video, and just talking about how I've got on, etc. And if you're thinking of going to university, it might help you, you know. If you're thinking of going to Derby University, it might help. If you're thinking of going on the course that I'm going on, it might help, you know. So yeah, it's just a bit of a chatty video. I hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, I just thought I'd do it, you know. I sometimes do videos like this. I mean, I remember when I did a video on results day when I reflected on my A-level results. And yeah, and I just like doing these videos to kind of like, when it sums up something ending, if that makes sense. First year's ended, and I just want to reflect on that with you guys. I'm going to be talking about lots of different things. I've got a piece of paper in front of the camera because there's that many. I'm going to be talking about like the grades I've been getting, how I found the course, how often I go home, what it was like moving from home. I'm going to talk about freshers. I'm going to talk about the course, friends, what the course provides, trips, the difference from being, well, I live in a small county, so the difference from being in a county to a city, and my love life if you're interested in that. So yeah, let's get going. So guys, it's fair to say that the football journalism course, the University of Derby, is absolutely amazing. Yeah, I do not regret going on to that course one bit. I absolutely love it. It's just great. The opportunities are great. The lectures are really good. The lecturers are so nice and helpful. They're brilliant. Well, basically every Monday night, a guest lecturer comes in, and basically there will be someone out the industry, famous people. It's just amazing. Like, I absolutely love the course. I've learnt so much already. Yeah, it's just absolutely brilliant. We've also been on some brilliant trips. I've went to some amazing football games on the course so far. It's just been so good. Yeah, I can't fault the course one bit. I absolutely love it. Also, some of you guys might actually already know as well, I'm going to the Women's World Cup in France this summer. And you know, like, that is just like some of the opportunities that the course actually provides. Like, how amazing is that, going to the Women's World Cup? Like, that is thanks to the football journalism course at the University of Derby. Like, it's just amazing. Like, yeah, I think that just says enough in itself, really. I don't really need to go into much more detail, but all I can say is it's truly brilliant. I'm so happy I picked that course. I've met some amazing people on the course as well. I really like all my course mates. Yeah, it's just great. Also, the class sizes are really good because they're small, so it's a little bit different to maybe other university courses. Like, I know my sister studied primary school teaching at Chester, and like, they were in massive lecture halls. There was loads of them in each year. But football journalism, the class size is small at Derby, so it's great. And also, like, we all know people from second and third years, like, you're friends with them all as well. So it's really good. Like, again, other courses might not be like that. You might not really mingle with the second and third years when you're in first year because there's so many people in each year. But actually at Derby, you mingle with second and third years as well, which is great. So yeah, I can't fault the course at all. It's been great. And yeah, and as I said, the opportunities have been fabulous. I've learned so much, and I've really enjoyed myself. At the end of the day, at university, you need to pick a course you're passionate about and something you enjoy. And I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's been fabulous. I'll also just touch on some of the grades that I've been getting. So we have assignments for each module. Yeah, yeah, each module. We did 3 modules last semester, 3 modules this semester. I'm halfway through my coursework, well, actually doing it now for this semester. I've submitted some already. I've got a few more pieces to do, but so I can't tell you what grades I've got on them yet, obviously, because I haven't got them back, because I haven't sent them in yet, because obviously, well, they're due very shortly coming up. So yeah, I'm on top of all that at the moment, and doing all that. So obviously I don't know the grades yet, because I haven't done it, like submitted it all and got my grades back yet. But I can tell you, with the first piece of coursework I got back from this semester already, and last semester I've been getting 2 1s and firsts in all my pieces of coursework, so I've been really happy with that. I've worked hard, but yeah, I've still got a lot more work to do. It's all about progress and improving, but I've been really happy to be getting 2 1s and firsts. But as I said, I've got a lot more to do. I can make a lot more progress, but yeah, I'm really happy with the course. It's been brilliant, and I'm really excited for my second and third year. I can't wait to see what the future holds, and I can't wait for summer and to go to the Women's World Cup. It's absolutely great. I can't wait, and yeah, it's been amazing. So yes, that was a little bit about the course, but now guys, I'm going to talk about moving out. So basically, me and my family are all really close, so moving out for me was very different, but I was lucky enough. My sister went to university before me, and I was lucky enough to be able to go and see my sister in Chester a lot, where she studied, and I kind of went through the process, obviously, of her being in first, second and third year, so the way she moved from student accommodation to a house, to another house. I was sometimes going out with her and her friends from university. I did actually for my 18th birthday, so I really got an insight into what uni life was like for her. My uni life in comparison though has been very different, because it's going to be, you're in a different location, you meet different people, it's a different course, it's going to be different, but it was nice to have that insight before I actually did go to Derby. So yeah, that was nice. I felt that really helped me a lot. Moving out wise, well, as I said, me and all my family are really close, but as I said, my sister did actually move out, so it was like we not necessarily lost a member of the family, because obviously we didn't, we obviously went and visited her a lot and she'd come home, but it was still that movement of someone actually moving out. So it was things changed then, and then I moved out, and you know something, I genuinely thought before I went to Derby University, I'm going to get homesick. I just had it in my head that I was going to be homesick when I went to university, because as I said, I've lived here all my life with my family. I'd never actually moved house before, I've lived in the same house all my life, so moving to university was going to be a big deal for me, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to be homesick. I just had it in my head. Before I even got there, I thought, I just knew I was going to be homesick, and you know something, I wasn't homesick one bit. I love my family to pieces. I have really missed them at university, but I wasn't homesick. And the county I live in is very different to city life as well, so I honestly did think I was going to be homesick, but I just wasn't. I absolutely love the city life, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to go to a university, to a city, you know, that is part of the experience. Everything is part of the experience. Obviously, the main reason why you go to university is the course. That has to be the main reason, but there's obviously other factors affecting that, and I wanted to go to a city. I wanted to move to a city, so that was perfect for me. When I knew Derby was doing football journalism, it was perfect. It was a city, it was a course that I really wanted to go on, and I absolutely love, so yeah, that was perfect. So I did want to go to a city, but it was different. I live in a small county, and this compared to a city is very, very different. It's a different way of life completely, and you know something, I absolutely love it. And in all honesty, yes, I will always remember my roots. I'm never going to forget my roots. You shouldn't, but the county that I was living in didn't have as many opportunities and wasn't really doing as much for me anymore. I just didn't want to be here. I don't want to spend my future here. I don't really want to necessarily live here long term. So I did want to move, and I'll be honest about that. That maybe sounds quite harsh, but it's just, in all honesty, I just didn't want to live in this county anymore. I wanted to move to a city. I wanted to move away, and unfortunately, your family just can't. Well, sometimes they maybe can, but your family just can't come with you in that situation. So I wanted to move to university, and you know something, when I got there I was absolutely made up because I wasn't homesick. I absolutely love it. And I can honestly sit here now saying I'm so independent now. Like I'm a stronger human being, and I'm a lot more independent just simply because I've moved away from home. And because you do everything for yourself, and you transport yourself everywhere. You do everything yourself. And yeah. Also, I will touch on how often do I go home. To be honest, I don't go home in term time. I know some people do go home at the weekends and stuff, but I don't go home. I stay in Derby. My family like to come to me, you know, they're like a weekend trip to Derby. And they also, well, me and my dad go to the football games, and my mum comes as well. So we like meet halfway sometimes. Like, for example, in October, I went to Burnley away and I met my dad in Burnley. So we kind of meet halfway points sometimes, and we go to football together, and my family comes to Derby for weekend trips. But apart from that, I don't go home in term time. I don't necessarily feel the need to come back to my county. As I said, I miss my family and friends, but I do see them in like the Christmas holidays and, for example, now Easter holidays. So yeah, I don't come home in term time. I just come home when the breaks are, and that was Christmas. Jesus, can you hear that rain, guys? Oh my days. But yeah, as I was saying, so obviously I moved into Derby in September, and I went home in December. Then I went back in January, and I didn't come home till end of April. So that's how it's worked, really. So some people do go home a lot more, like, fair enough, like, it's everyone's choice. But as I said, it's a long way for me to travel as well to go home, so I just stay in Derby. So yeah. Now, moving out for me was a massive pack up, to say the least. Like, I've got a lot of stuff, and literally the car was stacked up full of things. Duvets, new moving stuff. I like room decor, so I had all that packed. Yeah, drying rack, duvets, pillows, clothes, everything. Like, the car was stacked up, and yeah, and the move-in was really swift into my student accommodation. That was really easy. My parents moved me in. We went down in one day, well, the Saturday the 15th, and then my parents actually stayed the weekend in Derby because, as I said, we have to travel a long way. And then they went home, and then that was it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it was very weird when suddenly when my parents dropped me off and said goodbye, and like suddenly, like, Emma Hartley, well, I was 18 at the time, in the middle of Derby on my own. It is a bit overwhelming, but you know something, you're so busy making new friends, freshers, and starting course, like, you don't necessarily have time to feel like too sad about it. But again, everyone's different, and also you might get homesick, but at the end of the day, there'll always be people there to support you if you were to get homesick. The staff are amazing at universities. You've got all the wellbeing teams if you were to get homesick. So if you sat there going to university and it is a worry, and then if you do get there, you are actually homesick, like, there's people to support you. Also, everyone's in the same boat. When you start university, everyone's first year, in your year, obviously, and everyone's in the same boat. Everyone wants to make new friends, everyone wants to mingle, and yeah, and that's part of the experience. Everyone's in the same boat, and if you go into university, you'll be absolutely fine, honestly. So yes, that was like the moving out process, how I found settling in, and how often I go home. But as I said, I don't go home often. I only go home for the main holidays. I settled in absolutely fine. I love the independence, like doing everything for myself. It's great. And yeah, and you learn a lot about yourself as well when you go to university somehow like that, because you have to be independent, you have to do everything yourself, so you learn about yourself, you know. So yeah, I also cook myself a lot of meals. I do go out for takeaways and food and drinks a lot of the time, but mainly at least like 5 days a week or 4 days, something like that, I'll make my own food. Like, I make myself like roast dinners, homemade meatballs with mince, homemade burgers, chicken, salmon. Then you'll have like the odd night where you have freezer food if you come in late from university, you've got a lot of work to do. And then you obviously have your spoons, your Nando's, your takeaways, after a night out. So yeah, so that's that. So now I'm going to talk about freshers. So yeah, I think freshers week was actually 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks of freshers at Derby when I went. I'm sure there was. Well, anyways, in all honesty, I enjoyed freshers. It was good. It was a great experience. I met a lot of new people, made new friends. But having said that, freshers didn't live up to my expectations at all. Like, it just didn't live up to the expectations. Like, freshers is always like really ramped up. Like, oh, it's going to be amazing. You go drinking back-to-back nights, it's amazing. And yeah, it was good, but I wouldn't say it was amazing. Like, I have had a lot better nights out just in general in Derby when it wasn't freshers. My sister, when she went to university, said freshers was amazing, but for me, I just didn't find it amazing. I think sometimes things are like really built up, and then when you get there and experience it, it may not be as good as it's made out to be. Again, like, everyone has different fresher experiences. Like, some people might have felt freshers was amazing. I had a great time, as I said, and met amazing people, but I didn't think freshers was amazing. Like, yeah, the nights out were okay and stuff, but as I said, like, I've enjoyed like the nights out, like the student nights and stuff after freshers, like, and somehow I think it's probably because you know more people when you're more months in and that, and like, I don't know, it's just somehow better than freshers, in my opinion anyways. Like, I've really had great nights out on Walkabout Wednesdays, which is a student night in Derby, and then the weekends at Moo Moo's and Mosh. Like, it's yeah, like, I feel like the weeks outside of freshers are better somehow. I had a great birthday night as well. I've had great, yeah, when you go out for people's birthdays, that's great as well. So yeah, I'd honestly say, like, I've had some better nights out that weren't actually within freshers. And as I said, like, everyone's different. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say my freshers was great. It might be better this year, you never know. But some people at Derby might have thought it was great, and everyone has a different opinion. But I didn't think freshers was made, well, was as good as it was made out to be, pretty much. Now, I have met some truly incredible people at university. Yeah, everyone's so lovely. It's been great. Like, in all honesty, like, I've made friends on my course, people outside of my course. It's great. Like, you meet so many incredible people from loads of different places, and I absolutely love that. Like, it's so interesting because from the school I was from, pretty much everyone was from the same area with the school I went to. But at university, you get people from up north, down south, even different countries. It's great. So yeah, that's been really great. I've met some amazing people, made some great friends, and I'm sure some of them friends will be friends for life, you know. So yeah, it's been great. I'm also going to talk about having a balanced lifestyle. So yeah, at university, I'd say my first year has been a really good experience. I've enjoyed it so much, and I've had the time of my life. It's because I've made sure I've had a balance of everything. So I've had a lot of nights out. I've socialised loads, but I've also kept on top of my work at the same time, and I've looked after myself properly. Like, at university, it's a little bit different to when you're living at home, because when you're at home, things are very different. Like, you've got your family around you, but when you're at university, you've got to learn how to, like, manage your own life in a way. Like, I managed my own life when I was at home, but things were a lot different. When you're out there on your own, you go food shopping yourself, you've got to do everything yourself, and having a healthy lifestyle and being balanced is balanced lifestyle. You just need to make sure that you do everything you want to do, if that makes sense. So sometimes you have to say, no, I can't go out tonight because I've got work to do. Sometimes you've got to prioritise things, which can be a bit frustrating sometimes if all your friends are going out and you've got to do a piece of work for an assignment the next day. But sometimes it's just got to be done. Like, it's about having a balanced lifestyle and making sure that you do everything. And as I said, I think my first year has been so good and run so smoothly is because I've done everything that I've wanted to do, in the sense that I've been going to football games at the weekend, and then after a football game, after doing match reports and stuff, I'll come back to Derby and I might go on a night out with my friends. Like, I've kept everything balanced, and then on a Sunday morning I might do my food shopping, do a bit of washing in the afternoon, and then treat myself to a takeaway after I've done a bit of work. Like, you've just got to balance everything. And sometimes it takes maybe a little bit of time to figure that out for different people. But yeah, at the end of the day, you've just got to make sure that you have the best time, but also you keep on top your work, because at the end of the day, yeah, it's great being at university, you've got everything going on, the nightlife, etc. But at the end of the day, you've got to remember what you are there for, and it is to get a grade. Some people live the university life too much in the sense of going out, that they actually neglect the work, and you really shouldn't. You need to make sure that you keep on top of everything, and yeah, you'll have a great time, you know. Well, that's my opinion anyways, but yeah. So guys, I'll just quickly touch on my love life. Yeah, it's been interesting. But all I'm going to say is, just because it's not on social media, it doesn't mean it's not happening. Now, I'm not saying like I'm in a relationship or anything, and keeping it private. I am single. But yeah, it's been interesting, but I've decided to be really private about my love life. Yeah, it's been very interesting. I've went on a lot of dates with lots of different guys. Some people are lovely, some people think are lovely but turn out to be something completely different. Yeah, it's been interesting. You meet some nice people, you meet some horrible lads that just mess you around. And yeah, it's been a lot of ups and downs, but it's been great overall, I'd say. Yeah, you've obviously got like your dates, and then you've got your antics on a night out, like yeah, enough said there. But yeah, that's just university, everyone knows how it is. But yeah, like, I am single, and I'm happy that I have been single this year, you know. Like, I don't know if I'd have had time for a relationship. I've been too busy on football, going out with friends, going on nights out, that I just don't know if I'd have had time for a serious relationship. Dating is a little bit different to like being in an actual relationship. You've got to remember that. So yeah, it's been interesting. But yeah, we'll just see what happens, you know. Like, I feel like, yeah, I don't really want anything serious at the moment, but if the right person comes along and sweeps me off my feet, that might change, you know. But yeah, as I said, I'm quite private about my love life, but it's been interesting. I'm sure it will continue to be interesting. But yeah, there's some nice guys out there, but obviously, as I said, you get these ones at university that just, yeah, mess you around. But yeah, it is what it is, you know. But yeah, it's been great, and I'm sure it will continue to be very interesting. But I'm sure the right one will come along in the end, you know. Fingers crossed, hey. So there you have it, guys, and that is a little reflection on my first year. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that big thumbs up if you did enjoy this video, and subscribe down below if you're new to the channel. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks.